Matt Miller. Regret the podcast.
Hi, I'm Matt Miller, and this is Regret the Podcast, episode 4. Originally, this was supposed to be episode 5, but the episode I recorded that was supposed to be 4, I put the thing I was recording the audio on a table that I kept tapping during the interview because I wasn't under the influence, and the audio, I just couldn't make it sound good enough, so this original episode 5 is now going to be episode 4. In this episode, I interview my buddy Tyler Morrow, who's a comedian who I used to have a podcast with called Real Men's Team. It used to be me, him, and my other buddy Ray Bryant. And Ray was supposed to come today, but he didn't. So it's just me and Tyler. But it was supposed to be a Real Men's Team reunion, but it wasn't. If you want to check out that podcast, look up Real Men's Team online, and you can listen to all 49 episodes we recorded. So yeah, in this one, I interview my friend Tyler. We have a nice little chat. It's in my room that I had back in Massachusetts. Actually, I'm recording this audio in Massachusetts, but I don't live here anymore. I'm just in a bathroom right now that's in Massachusetts. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy this podcast. We talk about a lot of things. Talk about prostitutes. We talk about, race, sex, life, haunted houses. It's a grand old time. So here's the audio from the episode.
Okay.
Oh, we started?
Oh, you're in the dark. All right, that's all right.
Why am I in the...
People listen to podcasts mostly. They don't see them.
Oh, so is the camera going to pick me up or not?
No, you're on camera right now.
All right, cool.
All right, so this...
Oh, I should look that way then. I'll just look
you
at
should
you.
talk to me.
Talk
this
to
is
you.
very informal.
Okay.
I use my professional...
The cord I see here you've tied on. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Because I only had like one mic clip thing.
Yeah, it's so tight. I really hope that if someone kidnaps me, it's you, because I will get out. This is not very good. All right.
You think I could kidnap you?
It'd be difficult, but
It'd be pretty difficult to kidnap you.
But if you got me out cold, I would wake up and just pull my arms apart because it'd be this USB wire. So
yeah, I wrap everything in USB.
Yeah, all your kidnap victims,
All my
USB
kidnapped
baby.
victims. Most of my kidnapped victims are hard drives
Yes.
and
Like,
laptops.
Go to Home Depot, get some rope now. Way more efficient to get USB cords.
Is there an Office Max? Does that even exist?
No, it's not a real thing.
I was trying to think of a better one. Like Circuit City would have been better to say. I forgot what it was called.
I would have said Staples because I'm not creative. I was like, Staples. We all know Staples.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. Oh, okay. Welcome to Regret the Podcast.
Yeah.
I'm here with my good friend, Tyler Morrow.
Yeah, we're great friends.
He's a comedian /
Guy.
former podcast host,
Yes.
co-host on the on Real Men's Team that made it to 49 episodes.
49.
Never 50. We
Never.
did record 50 altogether,
Yes, but that never happened.
but only 49 were released.
Only because one was really bad.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really remember recording it.
It wasn't good. It was kind of like this. There's a lot of talk about some Star Wars scene.
I think we talked about Disney World and whatnot. Yeah. Would you like have you been to Disney World?
Yeah, of course.
Did you enjoy it?
No, my sister's a Disney World nutcase. She goes 3 times a year.
Really?
Yeah, before she had kids, her and her husband would go 3 times a year.
Oh my god!
And they took me once. This was before, I was still in college. I had almost no money. I had to take 10 days off of work.
10-day vacation
10
to Disney
days.
World.
Yes, to go to Disney World and live their dream.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I mean, it was top notch everything, but
It's top notch. What do you mean it was top
It was
notch?
like the best of the best. Like,
Did you ride the rides?
No, well, the rides suck there. They're not good there. That's why it sucks. I don't like Disney.
There's no extreme rides really.
Yeah, but like we saw like the fireworks in prime locations, and we saw like we had like giraffes coming to our window in our hotel. And
I
stuff.
think you told me that before.
Yeah, but it was like you had to wake up at like 6 a.m. to go and like.
Did you feed the giraffes?
No, they don't get past the window. Like the window's there, but you can't like see. You can't like get your hand out. Did I say feed them? Did I lie to you?
What do you get from that? Do you have a feeling of elation? Like, oh, there's giraffes in the morning.
Yeah, look at that shit. Well, that's the issue. You have to wake up at 6 a.m. to go see all the animals, even though they're there. You go like on a different thing, and they say you have to go at 6 a.m. because that's when they feed them. So that's when they come out.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they can't like feed them at noon. Like they just like feed them.
No. You can't change you can't teach an old giraffe new tricks.
That's the old saying. But it's a bunch of bullshit. It's too much. You're up from like 6 a.m. to like 11, 12 at night, and you're not on vacation.
Do you regret going to Disney World?
Dude, I regret going with my sister, and I'm going back with her 2 years from now as well.
Oh yeah,
They planned out
Do you
that
have like
far.
an oral contract?
I have an oral contract. Yes,
in 2 years.
Yes, we both blew a guy. It was oral. We said, okay. Me and
I mentioned he was a comedian.
Hey, me and my sister blew that guy, and then we had
He was a rhino.
we had like a blood pact. It was a cum pact. Just kind of rub thumbs together.
Jeez.
Yes, and then we're going to Disney
Snowballing
World.
with her? Did you snowball with her?
I snowballed with my sister, and yeah, we're going to Disney about it. I like
Snowball point pen.
it. Snowball point Ben. No, but I regret that. I regret saying yes to the
Did you
next
ride
one.
roller coasters? Have we talked?
I love roller
Yeah.
coasters.
Did you go on like the Aerosmith one?
Yes, I did. And
It's not that great. It's fine. It's really short.
It's not
short.
good. I wanted when I was a kid to be a roller coaster designer,
Yeah.
like enough that
What happened to that? You weighed too much to
fell
design a
apart.
ride.
They're like, you can't get to the top. You can't design the top curve. You can't get up there, fat ass. Actually, my brother-in-law was too fat to get on one. It was hilarious. We waited in a line for an hour.
Which one?
This is at Six Flags.
Okay.
The Superman. And you wait an hour in line. You get in, and they're like pushing it down, and you can't get it on. And they're like,
Oh, they tried. That's embarrassing.
yeah, they had that moment where like, no, man. And you're like, I'm sorry,
I
dude.
promise I won't fall off.
Bro, hold tight.
Do you think you can reach a point where it's so fat that you actually are stuck in the seat? So they're like, all right, I guess.
Well, fuck it, dude. His hips are pretty much a seatbelt, so. No, he had to do the walk of shame where he like get off and walk past everybody. Like
For some reason, he was like in a dress and high heels.
it was horrible. He was only wearing one heel though.
Yeah, he's like, oh, jeez.
Lipstick
Like
smeared.
hungover.
I don't have it in line. That was a long line, man. But yeah, no, I love roller coasters. I did not regret riding those at all. This is all focused on regrets,
Dude.
right?
Yeah, but I've been going off topic. The last one I did,
Was that by yourself?
No, I did it with Alicia Siegel and Terrence.
Oh,
Pennington
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
that was 2 ago, I guess. I
Those-
recorded one last night.
Two guys that look like they would have a lot of regrets.
Oh, they're loaded with regrets.
Oh, yeah.
They're this is like the fat version of that.
What does that
I don't know what that even means.
I ate too many pancakes. I did that though. Actually.
Do you have any major life regrets?
Yeah. I have one thing that's always stuck with me, which is it's not even funny. I talked behind someone's back, and then it got back to them, and that person hated me forever. I felt like,
And here he is.
hey, oh shit. I remember the dude's name. I literally wrote him a Facebook apology, and he never answered back, and I've never talked to him again.
Do you think it ended up in like that secret space where you have to like click to get the messages? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He never found it. It was it was
yeah.
unread forever. In 2012, he'll find it.
Yeah, he'll find it.
No, I'm saying he'll find it from back then.
6 years ago.
6 years
He's
ago.
gonna go back in time and find the message.
Man, this guy was sorry back in time.
What is could you say what you said about him?
No, I didn't say anything about. Well, he said some like this is
also a very minimal regret.
This is it's not a great regret, dude. But he was talking about this girl I worked with, and like I knew her sister, and so I told the sister what he said about the other girl. Like, can you believe you said that? And then she told her sister, and her sister confronted him, and then he was like, "You're a piece of shit." And I was like, "Yes, yeah, I am." Fuck.
Were you guys friends?
We were kind of friends. We hung out during lunch all the time in college. Like we had the same break. We'd hang out. And then one day he just wasn't where we always sat. I couldn't find him. I walked around and or to another part of the cafeteria and he was sitting somewhere else. I go, oh, hey, I couldn't, where were you? And he's just like, dude, I know what you did. And I was like, what did I do? And he's like, you talk to whatever the girl's name. I don't remember his name or her name, but I'm a piece of shit for it, and I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. Don't talk behind people's backs.
Vague regret.
It's vague, but it reminded me not to talk behind people's backs. But
2012.
Terrence is a piece of shit. Don't tell him though. No, it's not a great. My big regret's the prostitute in Vegas.
Oh yeah, well, this is a different podcast, so this has not been recorded yet.
Oh, I can do it. You know this. Everyone knows the story, anyways.
I'm sure everyone knows this story.
Yeah.
You regret getting a prostitute. That's an exciting regret.
Why? I got a good story out of it.
I think the worst part about it was the price. The price was the worst.
She didn't tell me the price up front.
Yeah,
she didn't give me it. She just was like,
what was it, $800?
No, she said, well, you pay $100 to get her to come up.
Yeah.
And so I paid my $100, done, gone. And then I had like $500 left. And so I was like, I'm going to pay you for like sex stuff. And
for sex stuff.
And I was like, well, I don't know how this works. So I told her, I was like, do I tell you what I want? And then you tell me how much? And she was like, no, you could be a cop. So like, well, I'm a cop. I already gave you money to
For a second, I thought you meant like, oh yeah, you could do role play. You could be a cop.
How much do you got? You want to be a cop? I'll be a robber. But she just said
you have to wear a rubber though.
You have to wear a rubber, you robber. She just told me that she could just say legally like that I was gonna have a party for a certain amount of money, and the more money, the better the party. Which is her way of just always making the party not quite attainable with the money you have. It's just a trick.
Sure.
And I said I had $500 on me, which you shouldn't tell prostitutes how much money you have on you, but I did. And then $200. She wanted like two.
Who should you tell how much money you have on you?
A bank teller. That's about it.
They're like, you're getting robbed by me. Every day the bank robs you.
I feel like I was talking to a mechanic where you're like, I don't know how cars work. You're like, well, you're getting fucked tonight, dude.
Ooh, well, you're gonna need.
Yeah, it's the same thing. And then she just got me to go down to the ATM, which she knew exactly where it was in the casino. She like guided me to it. She's like, yeah, I know exactly where this place is. And then we got another $300 out of there, so I gave her $900 altogether. At which point I found out it was not only a blowjob, but a condom blowjob that had to be quick. Couldn't even take your time.
A condom blowjob that had to be. Did you already have it? She had a condom.
I think I had bought some just in case.
Oh, you did?
I didn't know, but she's a professional, so it was good. She came with one.
So that's a little to knock off the price, though. Like
no,
free condom.
Afterwards, I went back down to the store and I was like, I can give you these back. I don't need them.
This shit anymore.
The prostitute had them.
Oh, we get that a lot.
Oh man,
we actually give them back to the prostitutes.
that's what happens as a donation. But she was recently pregnant too.
Yeah,
that was the other issue. Her stomach hadn't come back together. She didn't tell me.
She had a C-section.
I don't know. It didn't look like it was a scar. It just looked like it was a meat.
It was recently big and now not.
Yeah, like it was like coming back and it was like
okay, that makes sense.
It's like a 1,000-pound guy that loses weight and he still has to sew his jaw back in. Whatever they do to those people.
Or it looks like a lady that was recently pregnant.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, they look gross. But she didn't tell me any of this until the
pound guy who recently had his jaw.
They always do. They look at jowls like, oh shit, tuck that in. He's got issues.
It's like a wizard sleeve.
Yeah,
it's like a Borat thing.
Yeah. So she but she told me that afterwards. She kind of revealed one thing at a time. She's like, we should turn off the lights. I kind of had a baby. And you're like, what? And
what was she wearing when you met her?
Like a black...
Like a hockey jersey? Like, you don't know what's going on under here.
She was wearing a black dress, which fit like
oh, yeah,
little
you
loose.
Can squeeze in, though.
Because it was just her stomach. It wasn't anything else that looked bad. Yeah. And then she was just like, okay.
How big was her dick?
I was like, it was like good 4 inches.
Damn.
But she was a fish. She was a fish.
I'm not even sure if that's what it means.
I don't know if it works both ways.
Thing,
that's
but
a transgender term. Look up fish, I guess.
Yeah. I was watching a movie.
It might be offensive. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
they were saying it in the movie, and then I was explained to it, and then I kind of forgot.
So it's probably offensive. Okay.
Like maybe. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So. No, so
you're being very offensive right now. I didn't know we were going to bring up these issues.
What? Being offensive for a term I don't even know what it means. Like I don't. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, tell that to who wrote that book? Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry. Oh,
what was his friend's name?
Twain, right?
Yeah.
Mark Twain. Yeah, he wrote that book.
I didn't even know that word would be offensive.
The N word.
Yeah.
We always said that.
We just said that about Jim.
Dude, that was just Jim. Get it, dude? But. No, so she didn't have a dick though.
Oh.
I want to confirm that because I'm not a fag.
You gonna confirm that? Is this an exclusive?
I'm confirming. 'Cause I
Going
thought,
in,
I thought we were
people
saying
are like-
offensive things. So I was
Because
like,
people are
who's
like,
next
is he a
offensive thing I could
fag?
possibly pull
Oh
out
no,
of
no,
my ass?
no.
Nah, but she like didn't tell me. She kind of got on top of me. She pulled out when she pulled out the condom. I thought that was a good sign because I was like, oh fuck, I'm putting my dick somewhere where you get diseases. This is good. This is gonna be great. So like, and then I was
He
like,
pulls out a flashlight.
then she like put it on, and I go, okay, so what can I do? I didn't want to like do something I wasn't supposed to. I didn't know what I had paid for, what the party was, and that's when she pretty much was like, yeah, you can grab my ass, my tits, but nothing with the pussy. And I was like, what? Then like
Did you see her pussy?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. But he was like, "What am I supposed to?" She just
How
kind
big
of.
was the clit?
I didn't get it up that close. She just kind of like took it out and jumped. Like
She took it out.
She kind of took everything out. Well, I wasn't really focused on that at that point. I was like, "What is that thing in the center of your body? What is that vortex of meat?" But then she she got on top of me and then just like I
You
was
were
like,
able to get hard during this time?
"Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." I was a virgin at the time, so I was excited to do
time
anything.
to get hard, yeah.
Yeah, something. So that's why this whole thing got started because I was like, I just gotta bust a nut. But then I didn't even get to have sex. I was like, I didn't even lose it. So
She just blew you with a condom.
blew me with the condom on, and that was quick. She was good. She was real
She put
fast.
the condom on?
Yeah. What? Well, she didn't even have me. She didn't have me come in the condom. She grabbed like a washcloth out of the bathroom and had me come on the washcloth. And I was like, I don't know if I have to pay for that washcloth or not because she threw it in the trash. I don't know if that's not charging my bill.
Yeah, I don't know why she would do that.
It's just like there's a condom.
Because if you're wearing it, that's the most protective way to block the jizz.
Yeah, I don't know what her thing was, but either way, she gave me her no. She took down my number. She's like, I might call you later if you want to hang out. And I was like, what? Because I told her I was going to a club after, so maybe we'll meet you there. I'm like, why? You took all my money. You have all my money.
Yeah, yeah. Are you going to buy me drinks later?
With the money I just gave you. Although, so at the end of the day, she was a new mother, so it's good. I gave her $900 for just that. That's
For a kid.
yeah. So that's not, I feel like I was meant
Unless
to
she
do
gave up her kid as for adoption.
that. She just was like, I'm just
She
popping
was
up
a
babies.
surrogate.
I got 20 grand for that baby. Get it?
I make money off this pussy all day. You don't even have to use it some of the time.
You know what you guys have pregnant fetishes? I've been raking it in, buddy. Like months and months. But yeah, so
Would you do? Would you get a prostitute again in your life?
no, I mean I think
What if it was like in a more legal setting?
I think I would. Like if I was single again, I would totally do it. But it would be like like if I went to like a Nevada, Reno kind of. But I have to have money too. I really wouldn't do it like at the state of money I have now. I'd have to have like way too much money where I'm like I'm gonna get a really good cool thing and not. Not be like, hey, can I get like a little bit of a blowjob, a little bit of this? What do I pay for that? Do you put ice in your mouth? You know, I don't want to do that stuff. You ever heard the ice in the mouth?
No.
You never heard of that? That's
heard of it. Okay, I thought you said, "Have you done it?"
Oh no. You ever put ice in your mouth?
Never. I've never put ice in his mouth. Ice stays out of here.
But nah, that's some on the menus they have.
Like blowjob with ice in the mouth.
Yeah,
I don't see it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I've never experienced it. I've never done it for someone. I would if they asked, but no one's asked, so I don't think it's that popular.
Yeah.
I think it's something put on the menu just to be like, ooh, well, that's interesting. I'm not going to get it, but that's crazy. They sell duck.
They ever do ice in the hand where you put an ice cube in your hand and you jerk off?
I have never. You've done that?
It's called a Jack Frost. No, I'm just like-
You just make that up right now.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. I wish I could do puns. I suck so much at puns.
a Jack Frost. I don't know why.
I was like really into that thing. I was ready to go home and get some ice. Like fuck.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Playing with cold is something I want to do.
I don't think so either. I would not be interested in that. But I'm saying if I was to do it again, I'd have to have a ton of money to. I'd rather have the money to purchase that and say no. But I don't even. I'm good. But I have the money if I needed it. But no, I don't need it that bad.
How much money?
How much?
How much money would you have to have?
You mean like in the bank?
Like a salary. Like if
my
you were making
salary?
like 6 figures, would you do
my
it?
salary would be like, yeah, if it was like 120, I think. If it was 120 and I wasn't living beyond my means. If I was living like a 1-bedroom apartment, like a reasonable, like, I don't know, I could take a $1,200 a month apartment, had like 120 grand coming in, then I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go.
That's
go
kind
for
of funny. That's your prostitute.
Yeah, that's my prostitute.
Salary thing.
Salary, yeah. I mean, that's a typical question though, right?
That's a strong question.
That's a good question. That should be on interviews.
Yeah. Like how rich, like what's your, Yeah, what state of income is your prostitute income?
It's like on applications that they Taco Bell. Just like, how much did you make at your last occupation? How much would you need to choose to get a prostitute?
For some people, it's just like their last money. It's like, if I had $50, I would still get a prostitute.
That's like the guy. Yeah, it's like, is that you? Would you do that?
No.
No. See, there are guys that'll go get the tug jobs.
Oh yeah.
They would pay money for that. Like
when they're down on their luck.
Yeah, that seems so sketchy. Just like because I have the worst luck in the world. I would totally go in there, and then the cops would bust it in while I'm getting a hand job. Be like, no, why?
Got red-handed. Ah, fuck, I'm bleeding too.
So just getting a quick Jack Frost. Come on, guys. Ew.
Just getting a quick Jack Frost, fellas. Put those guns away.
Come on, let me finish. I wonder if there's any
We get a lot of Jack Frost in jail.
There's not
Our prison is in the tundra.
We're in Iceland. Yeah, where am I going to jail, man?
Iceland.
You think there's like a really cool cop that would show up and be like, "Come on, just let him finish. You're going to jail, but come on."
Yeah, I'll let you finish. I'm gonna watch though.
I'm gonna watch this shit. I've never seen Jack Frost in person. Holy shit, it melts fast. I can't believe it. Just
I've never seen a Jack Frost.
just keep switching up, putting more crushed ice in. Oh,
Oh, the old crushed ice Jack Frost.
gig with a full cube. He just falls out of your
Oh
hand.
man, you never see this.
Oh my god, his dick's turning blue. I don't think that would be good for your dick. I think it's the warmth and the cold of the mouth. That's the difference. Because if it's just your hand, it's just your hand's not as warm as your mouth. So I think it would just be really unpleasant. Either way, the other one might be unpleasant too. I just don't know.
I guess maybe it's a little pain and pleasure thing.
I don't know, man. Pain and pleasure. Those two.
They go hand in hand.
They really don't. People think they do, but
People
they
love
don't.
them. They do both of them.
People like them both. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
You like a little pain in your pleasure?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm just trying to lie. I love pain.
You love pain.
I want to be hurt right now. I don't know.
Oh shit! I mean, we're the second half. We're gonna stop around 30 minutes for a break and then come back. But
Yeah. Then
that's when we're getting
come
hurt.
back. I'm gonna have ligature marks. Is that the word? Ligature.
Ligature marks?
Ligature.
Is that from asphyxiation?
They would say ligatures like around the wrist or.
Oh shit!
I think that's
I was thinking about that the other day. You know, when like you're kissing someone or something, like the wrists and the neck are like sensual areas.
Yeah,
because like they could just kill you in that moment.
yeah.
they could
When you
just
kiss
bite
a
your
girl's
wrist.
neck,
Yeah,
she's like, "Oh my
and
god,
bite
this
your
guy
neck.
could murder me."
Yeah.
And you don't
I guess that's attractive.
a lot. You don't do it that much. You know, if they don't give you a good Jack Frost, you can't. You're like, what? You're gonna quit halfway? No, you're not. What type of alcohol is that? What are you drinking?
Oh, and this is a very cheap whiskey, a little Evan Williams
Evan Williams.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
You drinking it straight out of the bottle?
No, I was pouring it in somewhere,
Okay.
like a cup, I guess you would call it.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yeah, I was pouring it into a cup. I mean, sometimes I do bottle shots. The first time I drank out of the bottle, like it went down the wrong pipe. And it was just like, I was like coughing. And I'm like, shit, how am I going to record this podcast? This is the first podcast I've recorded sober, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad-
did 4 other ones, and like I wanted to like open up, and I thought drinking would help, but I just fell asleep during the first 2.
It just makes you stupid. That's all it does.
Alcohol just makes you stupid.
So
You don't drink much.
I drink enough. I got drunk on Saturday when I was over at Laugh.
Oh, really?
I was hammered, man. I drank 3 beers before I came out, and then I
3
found
whole
out,
beers.
yeah, found out the beer there was half price for comics, and I was like,
Yeah, I got one of
"What?"
the things too.
Dude, I think I drank 5 there, so I probably like 8 beers. I was pretty
You
gone.
got hammered on 8.
I get hammered on 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm weak.
I mean, no, that's pretty good for a lot of people, but
Is it okay?
I
that
just
good?
drink
Was it-
more.
that
So yeah, I just have a higher tolerance. But
I was gonna drink some whiskey at home, but I have expensive whiskey, so
is it Japanese whiskey?
no.
Oh.
It's from the island of Skye.
Mm.
You know where that is? No
Mm-mm.
one does. No one does.
You got Sky Island whiskey?
Yeah, Sky Island whiskey, Talisker. But dude, when you have that, you can't drink it. You can drink it like every now and again because you're like, it's special. Everybody have one.
How much was it?
Not that much. It was only like $70.
That's still a lot for a
It is,
thing.
but that's like their cheapest one. They sell like $150 one, like whatever. But I got that, and then the funny thing is, it smells. When you open it up, it smells like a campfire. It smells like fire, and that's the only thing that survived the fire had.
Oh yeah, your apartment burned down. Can I say that?
Yeah, we
I
can
guess
say
so. Why
that.
does that matter? Like,
It
why
doesn't matter.
don't tell people my apartment burned down? I want people to know.
Don't shut the f- up. Cut this out. No, it was. But the funny thing is that survived. So you're like, is it good? It smells like fire, but it's supposed to. Like, I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
most everything smells like fire right now. But dude, it's good stuff, and I was good enough that
Did your cat smell like fire?
they did for a while.
Really?
Man. Dude, they clean themselves.
Yeah, they do.
Obviously, cats do, but like
Yeah.
when I first saw them, I was like, oh no, we have to like take them somewhere. I don't know how you clean a cat. I don't know how to clean one. And then like every
You
time
lick it. You just lick the cat. So it's clean.
So I did that for a bit, but it wasn't working. But like then
Oh, you did a bit about licking a cat?
no. I was saying
Oh.
I did it for a bit. I licked them for a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. I thought that was like taking your bit.
No, but they would disappear, like they'd go off under a bed or something and come out and be a little cleaner. So every time you'd see them, they'd like look better than they did the last time
Oh shit.
until they're just like back to normal. And you're like, oh, you guys,
Like, oh, I forgot you weren't black.
yeah, oh my god, you're an orange cat. No, but they would like lick it. So I don't know if that's safe because the soot, but
Soot.
soot. But they licked it all up, man. They had a good time.
Cats are pretty good when houses burn down.
Dude, they're really resilient from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I thought one was dead. One almost died. One passed out. So that one like went up into the roof and just and then they farted and then left.
Oh, it smells like cat farts in here.
Oh man,
Oh,
there was
jeez.
a cat here, but it's not here anymore, so it's got to be alive. No, but then the other ones that just stayed on the floor and just was a fat piece of shit. But they got him out, so
If you could only save one cat from fire, which one would you save?
the fat one.
Makes sense.
I know. Well, it looks like me. It's like, it makes me think I'm gonna fire when the other one dies. I'm just like, I'll never be that shape. Look at what good shape
Fuck
that
that cat.
cat deserves to die. Look how good shape that cat is in. But yeah, nah, it's.
Have you ever had a fire like that in your history of life?
No, man. I didn't even know what you do. It's crazy when you have a fire. You're like, okay, cool, and everyone's safe, everyone's alive, and then you're like,
Everyone's safe. Everyone's alive.
You're like-
Everything's great. There's no fires anywhere. Everything's cool.
dude, that's the first thing everyone tells you. When you
What
show
if the apartment you were getting a condom blowjob caught on fire in the middle of it? What would your?
that would be the Rio. It wasn't an apartment.
I mean, whatever.
The
your
hotel.
room. Yeah.
Then I would. Yeah. Well, it lasted about like 2 minutes tops. So I'm probably exaggerating that. So
Okay. So what if?
it would be like
And 30 seconds in, it was a blaze.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't think I would have come. I would have been too distracted.
What if you did, and like you were turned on by like fire in dangerous situations? Like that was your thing.
Since I lost my virginity in that way, kind of.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That forever. It's like I was
Like,
like a fire
oh,
around.
I can't get hard. Can we just like?
Can you blow me by that bonfire? Can you, like-
Can I put on my earthquake simulator for a second?
I just feel like someone's in danger, like possibly me.
I'm gonna invite a guy over that could kill us, but I don't know.
Can you put a hole in that wall? Okay, again, I'm good. I feel like someone can sneak in here.
Yeah, leave all the doors open. Can you hide a razor in your pussy?
But deep enough that I probably won't get to it. But
I
maybe,
could.
maybe,
And maybe like I'll psychologically think I'm hitting it, but when I pull out, it's nothing.
And I'm like, oh my god, it's gone, it's off. There's no way it's still on. There's no way it's still there.
Oh
my God.
shit! Oh god! Oof.
Holy crap.
This was a good lay.
That was
Ooh.
great. All right, put out the fire.
Ooh, all right. Yeah.
Get the extinguisher. We can put that.
All right, we gotta rile up these lions now.
That's funny, but I think I would not have finished. I would have stopped because of stupid friggin' fire. Oh, dude, it's a weird thing, man. You just don't know what you do. You're like, all right, now I live outside. I don't know, dude.
All right, let's stop there for a second. My camera only records 30 minutes, so we'll be back with Regret the Podcast.
The N word.
Regret the Podcast is brought to you by.
The N word.
All right, well,
Is that what you're saying?
all right, he said it.
Evan Williams,
Brought to
Kentucky
you by
bourbon.
Evan Williams Bourbon, actually. All right, we're back to Regret the Podcast. How do you feel about racism?
Racism. I mean, it's acceptable when done well. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I think, when you're trying humor, sometimes...
So yeah, I mean, well, stereotypes work for humor. Obviously, racism is not good. racism is not good. but yeah, for humor, it can work. It can definitely work.
Do you find that like if someone's like particularly trying to be like cool around like people that aren't their race, like you think internally they're racist?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If like they warm up to, like they're trying to be extra cool.
Oh yeah, if they don't, because if they don't look comfortable because they're just like, like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can tell,
yeah.
you're like, dude, you're trying not to be, but we know you are, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think other people can tell as well. You know, those other weird races, they can tell what's going on.
Yeah, what's the weirdest race?
The weirdest race. So that's got to be those Eskimos, right?
Eskimos.
Eskimos are weird. I don't know if they're Asian or American.
Like in Alaska.
They're Alaskan. Yeah, so that's like that's a weird thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Aren't they kind of like Asian Native American? Isn't like a mix of that almost?
I mean, Alaska goes pretty far.
Pretty
Yeah.
far out. Well, don't they get in Russia? So they're not Russian though.
Yeah, but Russia's in Asia.
They have their own thing. Do they still live in Eskimos?
Do they?
don't.
I think said, do you still believe in Eskimos?
You still believe in those dudes?
Those haven't been real in years.
Those I think they proved those.
They proved them wrong. Those aren't Eskimos. Those are just tiny polar bears.
That's not a real whale blubber. Is not a real thing.
Yeah,
What?
no one actually ate whale blubber
No
or
one-
used it to keep warm.
Don't they? Yeah, don't they light lamps with it, right?
Oh yeah, lamps. They use it because it was all fat. Yeah,
See?
oil. Yeah.
You know how I know this stuff?
You read Moby Dick
Dude, this is real. I've been to the whale museum. There's a whale museum.
in
Bedford.
Bedford. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
or
big
New
whaling
Bedford.
town.
Yeah, man. My mom went for Mother's Day. Wanted to go to the whale
New
museum.
Beige.
Yeah, what an awful museum, man.
The whaling museum.
There's just a whale. There's like a whale, and you walk
Do they
in.
like a big whale skeleton?
Yeah, and then they like.
Do they have whale blubber on premises?
I think they do, but it's like in behind a case. Like this is the whale blubber that people use.
But do they use it for candles or like for lights and shit?
the whole place runs on whale blubber. I think it's illegal
A
now.
guy's
Isn't
just
it?
chewing on a thing of whale blubber.
Aren't you not allowed to kill whales
Oh
anymore?
yeah, that's stupid.
It's so annoying. Like there's so much meat.
That was a huge industry back in the day.
I wonder if whale meat is whale meat edible? I wonder. That's
I mean, only one way to find out.
Let's go fight Greenpeace.
Is a whale what you call like a high roller gambler? A whale, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
There's a whale, and then I watch a documentary on that. They focus on those guys big time.
The whales.
Yeah, there's like some old woman they were showing. She comes there every day. She just lives in the casino every day because she has like her husband's death money. Or
I think I may have watched the same thing.
Yeah, and they just take care of them, everything they want. They just because they know they'll lose so much goddamn money. And
It's
then,
so fucked up.
it's funny as you watch the dudes, like their hotel rooms have like their own bar back and everything. It's like a bartender just chilling out there, like in their hotel room all the time, which I feel is kind of weird. Like
That's such a
you're trying to go to
odd
bed, and you're
thing.
like, Ted, don't.
He's jingling glasses around.
Why
What are you doing over there?
How do you have more dirty glasses?
Yeah, how do you keep cleaning glasses? I'm the only one you attend to.
I haven't had a drink in 4 hours. What's going on over there?
Oh, nothing. I don't even know what that means. What would you be doing?
But their shift has to end too. You'd be like, hey, what do you mean your shift's overdue? I'm thirsty. What do you mean last call? It's my room, motherfucker.
All you ask for is Bud Light.
That's all you ever do. I don't even know
Why
I
are
have.
you washing glasses? None of this makes any sense.
I have all this fancy stuff. You know? Look at this really fancy bourbon from 1902, and you're fucking drinking Bud Lights.
Are you sure you don't want it? I want you to get rid of that. Actually, could you just throw it away?
you pour
I'll
it?
pay for the whole bottle if you pour it down the drain.
Pour it all out.
I am a whale.
Give it to me. I'm a whale. I'm gonna go pour it on the craps table.
What's the most money you've lost gambling?
I think not a crazy amount. Probably like
5 million.
6 million. Nah, probably less a grand. Not
A grand. That's a lot. And one night?
over a series of time, like maybe a week.
What's the most in a
Well,
night?
sports gambling. It was like a week or two. I had to pay a guy $1,000.
Well, really, 2 weeks.
I
That's
had to-
pretty good.
I
That's
had
a
to
lot of
meet
money.
him. Yeah, I stopped after that.
It's like wages for people. Yeah.
That was a lot. Yeah, but that was like
A grand was on what games? Or what sport? A bunch of sports?
A bunch of sports, man. Like, it just adds up, and you don't think it's adding up. I knew kids who lost like this kid was like 22 years old, and he went down. It was 120,000, and just like it's through a bookie, so they let you keep going.
What? 120. You're a prostitute.
Yeah. Then you're like, all right.
Salary.
Dude, he had to like just like hide.
What did he do for work?
Just He worked at a pizza place.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's how it works, man. Then he like laid low for a while and borrowed some money and made a deal and like, he just opened up a restaurant. The guy actually.
Shit, you got to play risky to make it.
Dude, my book used to tell me, "Scare money, don't make money," and that's why
what people say. That's the phrase.
I lost all my goddamn fucking.
You were
money.
scared. $1,000. You regret that?
Yeah, I regret that definitely. Actually, they just tried to suck me back into gambling. Bovada.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me a call because I didn't use my account, and they said we put $10 in your account.
Ooh.
I was so excited, so excited.
Did you use it?
Yeah, I played a 4-way
Of course
parlay,
you
and
did.
I remembered why I lost all my money in the first place because I was doing 4-way parlays. I don't know if you
Do
ever.
you bet on sports you don't even know?
I used to bet on
Like
tennis.
cricket? Oh, yeah.
I used to do tennis because there's nothing going on today. I'm at work. I want to watch some while I'm at work. I want to try to focus. And I would want to work focus. Like, oh shit, Federer's 15 love. I don't know.
Oh, shit. 15 love, everybody. Look at this.
I've done WNBA. I've done arena football. I did a lot. I didn't do horse racing, thank God. That's the one that's supposed to sink you. But no, that's why I'm waiting for the new casino to pop up and
right over here.
in Everett. I'm fucking excited, man.
You're going to be a regular fucking gamble guy.
Oh yeah,
There's going to be a comedy club in there, which is exciting.
I have a hookup.
Do you?
I might.
You know the guy?
Well, my guy in Vegas, my guy I know,
Yeah.
he works for Wynn. He's the
Oh, Win. Yeah, yeah.
he's right under Steve Wynn. He's like the next guy
Oh,
down.
shit. So
Somebody
you could get in.
Hey, who's booking that
The
shit?
casino crowds.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's the
good money right there.
that's the good money.
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't bother that guy. I'll just get in on my own merit because I'm that
Oh,
funny.
you're so good. Give me one of your classic bits. Let me hear one of these classic.
Oh.
Do you have any comedy regrets?
Comedy regrets?
Yeah.
No. Why would you have regret? You learn from everything, right? I guess I have regrets from not trying things. So I was too scared. You should have done it because.
Well, that's what all the regrets are, right? They're like things that you regret not doing things.
I always think of the regrets the other way. Like I shouldn't have done that. It's stuff I should have done. Like I should have said more racial slurs. Should have done it.
What's your favorite racial slur?
Probably Guinea. Gotta be Guinea.
I don't think we've had any rational slurs until this time.
Yeah,
This thing.
that's what
It's been pretty clean.
That
You
was when
know?
you bring me on.
It starts opening up. We got a couple fag drops.
A couple of those, yeah. You got a couple of those. You didn't get the N word, but you got the M word, the M word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one day.
One day, one of you. Not from me.
One day.
You have to go to a live show for that.
Yeah, that's a live show material. One day. Once this starts getting ads, I think when the language is going to open up.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be crazy.
A lot of fucks, but fuck is whatever.
Yeah. So, what is it going up on YouTube? Is it on a YouTube thing?
I'm probably going to put it on the other places like iTunes.
The iTunes? You're going to
Put it on the iTunes.
the iTunes? The Spotify? Does it go on the Spotify?
I mean, yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
Spotify. I'm going to put it up Spotify. I'll put it on Pandora.
It's hard to get on Pandora. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
It's difficult. I've tried.
You're
with
in a band.
Music.
How successful are you?
Very successful. I have 79 monthly subscribers that listen every month.
To your band?
No, I don't have a
Do you have a
band.
newsletter?
So we're still broken up.
Yeah.
Ray is still in Colorado.
Mm.
Actually, the other guy's in
I
Florida.
thought you kicked him out, though.
I quit. I quit.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Well, I quit, and I offered to teach whoever came in the new stuff, and then everyone else was like, "Nah, we quit too." And I was like, "All right," so everyone just quit. They tried to do a reunion, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm all set." They tried last year. I got a text message like, "Hey, would you want to do a show?" I'm like, I'm good. I get too much work to do, doing all these podcasts.
Your house is burning down.
My house is burning down. That's kept me a little busy right there, dealing with that bullshit.
But all right. So this is a podcast about regrets. We're talking about nothing right now. This is all meaningless. A lot of the things it was just when I was younger that I regret just being a pussy in life and not going after things. But I guess you learn later.
Yeah. I regret that too, but I never learned.
You never learned.
I still won't go for things I should go for.
Like I've had to learn how to pursue romantic interests.
Yeah.
Over time.
Same here. That's why I fucked up a lot.
Fucked up by not doing.
By not doing, indeed. And by doing too much sometimes.
By being too nice.
By being too nice, by trying to do too big a gesture.
Like, what's the biggest gesture?
I think it was for my girlfriend's birthday a few years back. I got a huge hotel room in Vegas for us, and it was just like a huge birthday cake, and it was just too much, and it was like all the wrong things she didn't want. She's like, you spent all this money for something that was like meant nothing, and then I fucked up the other part where like we got supposed to get champagne, and I fucked that up, and I popped it before midnight when her birthday was going to be. That's the thing I wanted. You fucked that part up, and I was like, I spent like $1,000 on everything else here. God damn it!
You should never buy women anything.
That's the truth. That's
You should never,
that's the honest
never
truth.
buy them anything.
You
What
should,
do you get? What do you get for buying them? Just more complaining.
telling you if you hit them, they'll stay with you.
That's for some women. That's true. You got to ask them first.
yeah.
It's a big. We got to ask. You know,
It's a big ass thing, and I get it.
Yeah, but if they like getting hit.
Then you got to keep her.
I don't think I've ever met a girl.
What's the thing? If you got one that likes getting hit,
That's a keeper.
you got one for life.
An old punching bag at home.
What does that mean?
I don't think I've ever met a girl that didn't like getting spanked.
Yeah. Or they might all just kind of act like they like it because they think it turns on men. I don't know if women actually enjoy it. I really don't.
Ooh.
I think they might consciously enjoy it. Like subconsciously enjoy it because like they're thinking like that's gonna like it. Their brain wants to satisfy the man. That'll turn the man on, so it turns her on. That's just turning him on.
Yeah, but I've been told to be like more aggressive, or be like, more like aggressive and harder and more.
Because she want to turn you on more. Because it turns her on more to turn you on more.
Or she could just be into that, right?
That's possible. And here she is.
Just leave a big red mark on them of your hand.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. I've seen a lot of black and blues on boobs before. And I was like, who is into that?
What, just like a black Smurf?
Yeah. Black. I've been sent pictures by friends. Like, look what I did to a boob.
What do you mean you've seen a lot of black and blue?
I've seen twice on separate occasions. I've seen.
You mean live in the flesh?
I've seen one live in the flesh, and then I've seen.
Is that just from them slapping together?
No, from grabbing.
Oh shit!
And I've seen twice.
That's pretty aggressive grabbing.
Pictures sent
Were
to me.
these Irish girls though? Because that skin's a little.
What's that mean?
It's easier to bruise, I think.
Okay. Were these women made of orange? Like they bruise easily. What's that mean?
Made of orange.
Orange is
Like
bruised.
the fruit?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
fruit,
okay.
fruit bruises.
I get what you're saying now. Yeah, yeah.
But
It's very specific fruit. Are these women made
what's
of
known
orange?
for bruising? What fruit is the bruising fruit?
Apples?
Apples bruise.
I don't know.
Either way. No, I've seen pictures. I've seen friends. Like, look what the girl sent me this picture in the morning of it. I'm like, all right. Cool, man.
I think. I mean, some people like that, men and women.
You know what? Good for them. Good for them. And some people kill other people. You're accepting that?
I mean, whatever's gets you off, I guess. Whatever you're into. I mean, if you have to kill to come, then
That's what the Nazi
Good luck with
soldiers
that.
said. Okay.
well, they said you had to kill specifically Jews. That's a real niche fetish.
Yes, very niche.
Very niche, just Jews. You know, like the joke about Jews getting circumcisions. It's like everyone in the U.S. mostly gets circumcisions. It's
Yeah.
not just Jews.
It's like
But people still make the joke about Jews. But I'm like, you're probably circumcised too.
yeah, most people. I'm circumcised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people are. But I think it's. That's why whenever I watch like a British porn, I'm like, God, that guy's not going to be circumcised, and he isn't, which is crazy. And I'm like, what?
I mean, it is just child mutilation.
100%, yeah. But I mean, if that's
But
what
we're
you're,
all pro that.
if that's what you're into, right?
Yeah, yeah. A little
then you got to
child.
keep her.
Did you see that house of like the parents have the 13 kids and chained up?
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah. Do you see any pictures of the older daughters? How they look? Good.
They don't look good at escaping. They don't. I've heard.
Is that how you judge a girl? That's like a fucking. That's like a rapist mindset.
It's like a rapist that challenges himself, where he's like, "I want one that's
I want
hot."
one that looks good at escaping.
That's terrible. You know, I want to be a rapist, but I also want to challenge myself. So
Yeah, I want to feel a sense of fulfillment. I don't want it easy.
No, I heard they're all like malnourished and look like very young children, even though they were older.
That was a very ignorant and mean thing to say, but I bet the older girls probably, if they slept with someone, they'd be real freaks in the sack, right? With that childhood.
Yeah, they probably want to be chained. I would guess would be chains. Be like,
Yeah, they're like, oh, malnutrition me.
Oh yeah, I want to fuck you after not eating. What? I want to miss dinner.
Oh, yeah, chain me and don't pay attention to me.
Hey,
Don't let any sunlight reach me.
It's a fucked up story, man. It's really messed up.
Yeah, it's real sad.
One escaped, one got out, and that's how they found out. And then like, what? We can't have them all. Come on.
Yeah.
But 13 kids. So you have 13
That's
kids.
13 additional Me Too's.
Yeah. Jesus. Very current. I like it.
Yeah, you know,
Hashtag.
I'm all about the currentness. These issues today, I'm trying to stay on them. It was like mostly girls, though, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
It was mostly girls?
Yeah. There may have been a few boys, but I think it was mostly girls.
So he's
that
not
dude's blowing girls out of him.
he's not a strong man. That's how it works.
I don't know. I thought it was. It seems like all like
you look at no anatomy.
Like a lot of like fighters have girls' daughters.
Oh really?
When people and athletes have daughters.
Yeah, but a lot of fighters take steroids, so they might not be strong people. They might just be.
But presidents have daughters. Obama had daughters. Trump had daughters.
We can do this with anything.
Clinton had daughters.
Someone had a daughter. This person had a daughter. That person had
I'm
a
just
daughter.
saying.
Like all the presidents did just have daughters, right?
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. There were no.
Oh wait, no. There was
sons.
Trump had a boy. The last boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because that's like his isn't it his Secretary of
youngest
State or
son.
some bullshit?
His boy. Oh, he has multiple boys. You're right.
He has a lot of
Well,
boys.
there's like the child one, the Baron Trump, and then the other one, the whatever Trump.
The Baron Trump.
I think his name is Baron.
I thought he was like Baron. Like,
Oh, the Baron Trump boy.
he couldn't make children. Like, well, I hope he should be Baron. That's not.
That's rough.
It's rough being a barren man. You know, not having a womb. pretty rough. It's rough having Trump as your dad. That's pretty bad.
So you voted for Trump. What was that like?
You know, it was just took courage. Someone who had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I didn't vote. I didn't.
Oh yeah, you didn't vote.
So I have no right to complain. But I was gonna vote for Gary Johnson. So
well, you didn't win.
he wasn't gonna win. He's a fucking psychopath.
He is a psychopath.
He's a crazy person. But
Hillary won Massachusetts anyhow, so
yeah, so it wouldn't have made a
what are
difference.
you gonna do?
Although Hillary beat Bernie in my hometown by a vote.
Oh shit!
Methuen.
Oh shit! Really?
That would have changed everything.
Yeah, that Gary Johnson vote. We're really.
Yeah, but no, I would have voted for Bernie if I voted. Obviously.
Oh yeah, that was a different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have voted for Bernie too. I would have been intrigued to see what he did. I bet you Bernie would have fucked things up though.
I bet you Bernie would have done nothing because then no one does anything. No one accomplishes shit.
Yeah. Trump's the only one I'm noticing doing something, even though it's negative.
It's terrible
He's
things
doing something.
Get something done. Where it's like, like Obama's like, I'm really proud of everything we did. Like, what did you do? I don't know what you did. Obamacare, that's the only thing. I always say.
Obamacare, yeah. I don't know what it did for me.
I don't know. He probably killed someone with a drone. He did a few things.
I mean,
I
he
know
did make that law furthering the Patriot Act, right? Or it's like he's allowed to imprison people for no reason.
He did some messed up stuff, dude.
He did some nice stuff, messed up
that's
stuff.
why-
I mean, that's just what happens.
That's why you can't trust him.
Can't trust him. See, I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, I've never trusted any person. Like, people are
You
like,
can't trust a
we're in like a
politician.
day of like worshiping politicians. Or like people are like, oh, I love blah, blah, blah. And it's like, do you really love them? Because they're just snakes. Like, anyone that wants to run for something is a snake.
They're all a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
just watched the interview with Obama on Netflix. They just put out, what's his name? Who's the old,
Joe Biden.
no, night show host. Like almost not
Jim Biden. Dave
no.
Letterman.
Letterman, yeah, it was Letterman.
Oh, Letterman, who used to fuck his interns. Yeah.
Yeah, that Letterman.
Yeah.
How is that? Wait, is that true?
Yeah. That was the whole thing. He had to apologize on TV about it.
Oh, so this is before everything happened?
Yeah, so it was
so-
during a time where it was okay to do it.
I think that anyone who got in trouble then it got off light because it's like
Yeah. If that came out now, it'd be like, oh, Letterman fucked his interns.
There's another one.
He's like,
Just
nope, he did it
blackball.
before.
Yeah. So yeah, as long as you get caught before.
I
that's
guess it
everything.
was consensual, but she did try to blackmail him. Like, the story was his intern tried to blackmail him.
Oh, so then it just becomes like a Bill Clinton thing where it's like it was consensual, but it was like
But
cheating.
like the cigar is still stuck in her pussy.
The cigars. Dude, The president smoke a lot of cigars?
Isn't that what the joke is?
I don't know. Is that really?
They stuck a cigar in her pussy.
I didn't know. I haven't read the
Well, I
transcripts
guess
yet.
you're not. Yeah,
I'll read them tonight.
yeah. You're
We'll
more.
meet up
You're
again.
more into fan fiction president
Yeah.
stuff. You don't hear the real stuff.
I don't want to read the true story. I just want to read whatever the people on Reddit are telling me. Those people I enjoy. But yeah, no, I watched the thing with Obama, and it was he seemed like proud of himself, and I'm like, I don't know what you did though. I have no idea what he was like proud of his wife, like what she did. And I was like, I don't know any of you did, man. I don't think you guys did anything. I think you're lying.
She was in support of I remember all she did was she was in those Go Healthy commercials.
Yeah, so great. She did the same thing as an NBA player. I was like, what? Congratulations, you and the NFL have accomplished the same amount in the last 8 years. Like, wow.
NFL viewership down 20% this year.
Yeah, it's because the kneeling. Everyone's.
It's the kneeling, yeah.
You think so?
Well, I was just listening to something about it, but I think a lot of people think that a lot of people may be against. I think everyone's against people wrongfully killing people except for a select few, right? Against cops shooting black people.
Oh, that. Okay. I really know what you meant. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what are you
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about? Oh.
But I think the only reason they don't like the kneeling is because it's supposed to be like thankful to our troops, and they're like, why are you choosing this as a way to protest? Like,
because if they kneeled to any other part, no one would say shit. And then
yeah, I understand, I get it, but it's like they're not they may be for the cause, but they're just like, can we not disrespect the troops' well-being for a cause?
I get it, and I'm totally I'm for the kneeling, but I also think cops should be allowed to shoot whoever they want. I'm very conflicted. That's a very weird point of view on it.
You know what? I like that you play both sides of the field.
Yeah, like you guys should be able to kneel, but they should be able to kill anyone. But yeah, so they can kneel.
Yeah. Kneeling's cool.
Kaepernick sucks.
Yeah, you need to do something.
Dude, the book was out on Kaepernick. No one wants Kaepernick. Everyone knows that, you know what he does. They know he kneels, so they don't want him. Everyone knows his shit. They know, like, that's what they figured him out. Once you, figure the player out, and then you suck. And you sucked at that point, so no one wants him.
By the time this gets released, the Super Bowl would have already happened. So who do you think won?
The Vikings.
You think the Vikings? The Vikings won.
Yeah, the Vikings won.
That's weird. Just like the people from the past. The Vikings came.
I'm a huge Vikings fan, man. So that sucked.
Dude, that fucking play
sucked.
was crazy.
I couldn't
It seemed like it
believe
was rigged. Like that player was paid to miss the tackle.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I'm talking about the other game after. Did you watch one this weekend?
Oh yeah, there was
They lost
another
like
game.
38-7. They got murdered.
Well, I'm saying they should have lost that other game.
They shouldn't. They should have won.
Well, they did win.
I didn't even get to watch it, man. I didn't even get to watch it.
But yeah, they did get killed.
They got murdered. It was like I was all excited. I was ready for my Patriots Vikings Super Bowl. I was eating a sandwich. I was pumped.
What kind of sandwich?
It was a roast beef sandwich.
Oh, nice.
That's at my parents' house. Like, yes, let's do this. And then the Patriots won. I was like, okay, one down, one to go. And it was a quiet night.
Why are you a Vikings fan?
Because I'm
you're white?
bandwagoner.
Oh,
I'm white.
you like
I'm
the
Norwegian.
Vikings? Yeah.
I'm from Sweden. You didn't know?
Oh shit.
This is my accent. Say Sweden.
No.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I'm not getting that a lot.
My blonde hair, my blue eyes. No, I'm a bandwagoner. I saw them do great when I got into football, and I bandwagoned. And I stayed with them. So I bandwagoned, but now I'm suffering. So that's good, right?
We're the same age. So you were there when the Cowboys were destroying it.
Yeah, but I liked the year. I saw Chris Carter, Randy Moss, Dante Culpepper, and they lost in the playoffs, and I cried like a little baby. I was 10. I was crying.
Damn.
And I stuck with them, and now I'm still.
Do you have any regrets for crying? Any crying regrets?
I regret putting money on them the last time they're in the playoffs because I cried that time too.
I remember one time, I don't know if I've told this story, I was when the Pats won the Super Bowl a few years ago, whichever one they won, because they won a bunch of them, I was in a bar, and this guy was in the bathroom, he's like, this is when they lost. This is when they lost to the Giants, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, it's so sad that they lost, but I just won $2,000. Or maybe it was $1,000. He was
Dude, I made money too that night.
I had a feeling they were going to lose that night for some reason.
I didn't put money on them losing. I just put money on the Giants, 12-point underdogs.
Oh, shit.
They just had to lose by 12 or less. And I was like, you kidding me? The Patriots, every game was close all year. And I was like, I'm putting money on that. So as the Patriots were coming back, I was like, I'm still winning money. The Patriots still win, but
yeah.
I got I won $100. I didn't win big money.
Damn.
But yeah. You know what's always the biggest regret? And You probably have more
A
experience
lot.
with it, but car accidents. You ever get in like a normal, just not your other kind of car accident you had, but the other, like, this
the
is
normal car accident?
a normal one?
I mean, I've got a few. One time, early on with my car, I guess it was just a me accident, but I was pulling out of a gas station. And you know how they have those little barriers next to the gas, so you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
hit them.
yeah.
Like I just turned real close into it and just scraped the whole side of my car.
Ah.
And then I like stopped and I was looking at the guy and I was like, I'm gonna go. And he's like, okay, what am I gonna do?
You want to get that polls information? You got a pen and paper, you piece of metal.
This doesn't have insurance. What the fuck? These immigrants are ruining.
Ooh, it's important. It's metal. Dude, every time I've been in a car accident, you're just like, if I had just fucking stomped, this would such a pain. It's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
I've been in
like
enough,
a rear end or.
I've been rear end. I've been in so many car accidents that when I get in a car accident, the first thought I have isn't like terror. It's like fucking paperwork. Like I'm like, no, I got.
Like a lot of them are your fault.
I've never been at fault.
Oh, so that's a tough thing to regret.
Yeah, but
If
like
you
I
haven't
was up in Maine last time and I had to stop short and someone rear-ended me, but I was like, if I had just been going a little slower and I hadn't had to stop so short, maybe that car wouldn't hit me.
Yeah.
And it's just always something you're like, fuck me. Like if I had just done this. I built a bookshelf backwards the other day. That made me regret things.
Oh man, you know what you gotta do? You gotta get Hebrew books for that because you're reading back.
You read them backwards. Yeah. If I read like kind of sideways, I get Japanese and read down, right?
Oh yeah, your Japanese books.
Your Japanese books, and you can become a ninja. I had this bookcase, and like I put the shelves in backwards, and I nailed them in, and now they're backwards forever. So now you see like,
Oh, you can't fix it.
yeah, I can't fix it, man.
Oh, because
it's
they're
like
nails.
it's
yeah.
like white, and then there's like this one shelf that's just like grain. It was supposed to be nailed into.
Oh
and,
shit!
And I'm like,
How embarrassing.
dude, it just stares at me. It stares at me.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you fucked up, you idiot. And then I built a shelf the next day. I've been building everything new because I got a new apartment because of the fire. And like I built the backing that goes into this not a shelf, it's like a closet. I put it in backwards, and it's supposed to be the white side in. That thing stares at me.
You think that was your white shame?
It was my white shame. Everything's been back. That's 2 out of 3 things I put in backwards. I put another shelf in backwards, another thing, and I can't fucking fix them. So I got all these backwards shelves staring at me, and that's my real regret.
Well, these are pretty lame regrets, Tyler. If I'm being honest.
Dude, I'm not
Putting in backward shelves.
I'm not a crazy person, man. Even when I gamble normal amounts. I gambled just like
Except for $1,000. $1,000's a bit.
yeah, but I had it. Man. That's back when I was working at Sears, man.
Oh, you got that Sears money,
Dude, I was working on commission and shit.
Oh,
They
shit.
gave us too much money, man. We make $4.50 an hour, but then we get like 4% off our sales. Sell a
You were
treadmill.
just selling fucking
Dude, treadmills-
high price items.
You're not gonna believe this, but treadmill season is a thing. It was treadmill
Is
season.
it after New Year's?
Yeah, it's like mid-January to like late March. That's like the big hit, and you'll sell like 4 or 5 treadmills a day. You get like
Do you regret not eating less?
no, I think I might.
You're okay with your weight?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I like it. I'm gonna get rid of
You're
it
comfortable in it.
because the thing is, I can get rid of it. I've done it before.
Can you? You used to be skinny?
Yeah, I've done it before. Right? I'll just like, all right, I'm gonna lose like 20 pounds. I'll just do
Well,
it.
20 pounds is easy, but like,
Oh, I'm gonna lose like 50
yeah.
because I've lost like 20 in like a couple weeks. Like on a Amazon, see if I can do it.
Yeah. But I mean, getting down to where you're like a flat stomach.
Yeah, I can't do that.
At
That's not
least
a real
you're
thing.
honest. All right, let me break this and we'll finish with one last thing. All right, we'll be right back. Regret the Podcast is brought to you by
There's a microphone. inside this
microphones because they sound. All right, we're back to this.
Yeah.
Any last final regrets that we haven't mentioned?
Oh man. The fire. If I could undo the fire. That's not. That was I regret setting that fire.
setting that
Setting
fire.
that fire, you know.
Yeah, trying to collect insurance.
I regret
Now
doing
you've
that.
compromised your.
Oh shit!
Because I don't edit anything. I'm gonna leave this all in.
I already have my insurance money. I'm good. It's all over. They can't come back. But no, okay. Let me think of regrets here. I regret making dead air on this show.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I mean, I mentioned before. Yeah, I mean, I have things I did that I regret doing, like a bunch of things. But like things you regret not doing.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember a regret.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I saw someone kick out someone else's chair.
Uh-huh.
So I tried it, and this girl smashed her head into a radiator. She was taken down to the doctor.
Really? You're a bad kid.
That was not only bad.
Did you get a detention?
No, I figured it out.
You kicked out a girl's seat?
I can't pull
And she smashed her head into a radiator?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
100%. Yeah, I did do that.
What was her name?
I don't remember. She was dead to me once I had. Yeah, I don't
She
know.
died?
She's dead now. I mean, she had her head into a radiator. You don't live
she
through
had
that
to
shit.
move to different classes. Yeah, you don't live through that. What?
Yeah, I
That's a
forgot.
real asshole
I
move.
forgot I did that. Yeah.
You kicked a girl's chair.
Just that sentence. Smashed her head
Do you
into
think
a
now
radiator.
she's like, one time when I was younger, a boy kicked my chair and I smashed my head against a radiator. Hashtag whatever.
Me too.
There's a new one. Yeah.
No, it was
Time's up or something.
no, it would be I didn't think for it would be the kind of thing where she's doing doggy style with her boyfriend. He's like, "What's this scar?" She's like, "You're not gonna believe this." When I was a kid, some kid kicked out my chair and I smashed my head into a radiator. She's like, "Whatever happened to him?"
That's fucked up.
She didn't know either. It's not like she was like, "What have you done?" She just like thought the chair moved magically. It was like first grade.
Did she bleed?
Yeah, she bled. They took her out. She bled good.
She bled good.
They took her out of there.
Oh,
man.
shit.
Yeah, man, that's funny.
Oh, fuck. Look at
'Cause-
you.
It's not. She's not. I don't know. She might be down. I don't know who she is. She'll be dead now. It doesn't matter. That's why it's so funny.
The only thing I ever did that was like mean to a girl is one time I got a girl's yearbook and I drew like a hog on it, like a dick on the end. And I felt real bad about it.
Oh, you're making me think of terrible things I've done now. Okay. I'm thinking of terrible things I've done to myself, but terrible things I've done to other people. There are a lot of
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I did. I remember one time as this kid, I was telling him his mom was fat because his mom was fat.
She died of diabetes.
She died
the
of
next
diabetes.
week.
And she
Was it you? You telling in the mirror? I'm sorry.
so I was talking to my son. So I was telling, and I was using it was like third grade, so I was fat jokes back then.
You were a big meaty in the early years.
It was not very clever. I was saying she was, if you want to call his mother, you call 1-800-54-GIANT. And I was like, and he was like, he got up to go because we were out in the hallway working on a project. He went into the classroom to get the teacher. I was, don't get the teacher. Come on, I was just kidding, man. He was like, all right, I'll be right back. And he went back in anyway, so he went to go get something else. But then the teacher came out. Was like, George just told me that. He was like, what? George? I told you it was a joke. And you know who that is?
Who?
That was the
George Costanza.
No,
that doesn't even make any sense.
That was the guy from the pizza place that owed $120,000.
Oh shit!
Yes,
You called his mom fat.
I called his mom fat, and now he's got the mob.
Did you ever go to detention as a kid?
I went to detention once
Yeah.
with a group. It wasn't even like solo. It was like we were all making chaos in art class because art class isn't real. It's like, you don't really do things. You just kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
So we were throwing crayons, and they sent us like 3 of us down there.
Oh fuck.
And like, and I told
Throwing crayons.
the principal. I was like, hey. I was like, everyone was doing it, and I just kind of joined in, and he gave me the old, I got pulled over when I was speeding. I told him everyone was doing it, but it didn't matter. Still breaking the law. And then he spanked me.
You got spanked?
I just kidding.
And then he spanked you, and I liked it.
And then
I kept going back every week.
Then he made me pull my penis out.
And I was like, "What are you gonna do with it? It's not gonna suck itself.
get the ice out, baby. give me a Jack.
Get that ice out, friends. Give me a Jack Frost. I've been a
Give me
bad boy.
Get that Jack Frost going. I'm gonna throw crayons every day.
Oh, I think we're gonna need an assistant principal with this.
I wasn't a bad kid. There's a couple random things, man. I smashed one kid into a radiator. Next thing you know, I'm a piece of shit.
Well, it was a little girl.
Yeah. It's like I was 27. I was little
You were
too.
26.
It's like at least 4 months ago. At least 4 months.
Damn. Look at you and your violent past.
Can't believe you never hit a little girl. That's weird.
No, I've never hit a little girl.
Wow.
Did you say hit on or hit?
Hit.
Oh.
Either isn't great. It's not.
Which worse? Which worse?
Which
huh?
is which is worse? That's the ultimate question. Why don't you put our Twitter poll?
Which is worse? Hitting a little girl, hitting on a little girl.
Depends on how little. Then it varies.
Yeah, I guess there's some nuance to that question.
Some nuance that you shouldn't explore in a public platform.
I disagree with both of those things.
That's where you should explore it.
So
Okay, so if they're really young,
okay, let's say they haven't started making memories yet.
if there are memories yet, you're right.
How would you even hit on that?
So yes, okay. So if you're not making memories yet, then just hitting on the girl
Wouldn't
she
do
won't
anything.
remember it.
Yeah.
But if you physically hurt her, you could
Alter her.
and she could have like bad reactions.
So in that case, hitting
is
worse.
But as they get older, hitting they can kind
Hitting
of shake
on
off
could
more.
sexually fuck them up.
So I think the line is like 7.5 years old. That's the point where it gets worse.
When
the other
hitting
way.
on gets worse than hitting, unless the hitting is particularly harsh.
Yeah, and then the hitting on gets better around like 16.5. It goes back the other way.
As long as you're age appropriate, I think.
No, doesn't matter.
What if you're like
you would
80?
you would think
You
so.
would think as you get older, it gets better.
You would think so, but no, actually, it makes
So if you saw an old man hitting on a 16-and-a-half-year-old, like let's say your daughter, and how'd you feel?
Well, if it's my daughter, then it's different. If it wasn't my
Well,
daughter,
how many acres of land does he have? How many goats can he trade?
if it was my daughter, I'd be like, how's he doing financially? He owns his own business, does he? Well, she's like almost 17. She's like pretty much
of legal age.
I could bring it to Alabama. I could. Actually, yeah, I think Alabama at 16 is the legal age.
Really?
Yeah,
I think that's also the maximum age.
that's Mexican made. Fuck that one. My voice is fuck that one up. But no, I was in Alabama and I saw a girl, and I was like, "How old is she?" Like this girl, and like the kid that was there was like 17. I was like,
Did you ask after you jerked off to her or
I
before?
was like, "How old is this girl?" I was like, how old is she? Give me more ice.
It's not cold enough down here.
I think I was like 22 or 23, and I saw this girl, and she looked hot for her age. Like I was like, is she underage? Because a lot of kids at the show that I was at, it was like a metal show. They're no more younger, and I was like, how old is that girl? And like, one of the guys there was like, she's 17. I was like, oh shit. He's like, what? I was like, it's under 18. You don't mess with that. And he was like, no, the legal age is 16 in Alabama. I was like, oh, well, fuck yeah. Then everything's changed. My morality has adjusted.
You live off the rule of the laws.
Exactly.
You have if there were no laws, you'd have no morals.
Exactly. That's why if they
In
took,
international waters, you're just hitting people and
absolutely you're
comment
allowed
on
to.
everything and do whatever you do.
You can hit and hit on. It does not matter how old. In international waters, you just do it.
Actually, there are laws in international waters. I don't know why.
Is there?
Shit,
Shit.
you can't like Scott Peterson yourself.
Why do I have? Oh yeah, because he dumped her over a boat, right?
Yeah.
But didn't he kill her on land? Or did he kill her out there?
I mean, that's the question. That's like the chicken and the egg.
But the question is like, if he had video of himself killing her there, would it make a difference if he took video? Like, watch this. International waters.
International waters. We're drifting a little towards U.S. coastal waters.
That'd be like the one time videotaping a murder would be a good idea. You're like, hey, look at this, look at that.
I mean, I think there's a lot of good reasons. Let's say you're in ISIS and you got to show us our dead reporters.
If you want to keep your memories.
Yeah, you want to remember the good times of killing someone.
When I was younger, I used to swing that axe much faster. Yeah. the good old days.
If you were to accidentally kill someone, what would you do?
What? That's an accident. How do you know? If you were going to make an accident, what would you do? How would
It's a hypothetical. Like, let's say you killed someone by accident. Like,
Oh, well, it'd probably
you're
be the
working
car.
on you're painting a house and you drop a paint can on their head and they die.
Then you make what would I prefer?
No. Like, how would you like go to the police or would you like try to
that's
hide the
question.
body?
If I did,
Yeah.
I would go to the police. If it's an accident, man,
Yeah.
because you just don't want any sign that you tried to hide it is like gonna make it look bad. Like you're like if you sort of like, she was dead. Like
She was dead. We kept hanging out after she died.
No way. She did. Was it? You sure it was? I had a blue paint can. Like, that was a white one. Be like, no, we're going to the records now. It shows you had a blue paint can. And your boss gave you a blue paint can. Like, son of a bitch. Oh, you're right. No, it was white. It was my bad.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Is she really dead?
Oh, wait a second. She's wearing blackface. She's a racist. You
That's
dropped a
not-
black paint can on her.
She's wearing blue face. That's racist against people who are not able to
blue.
breathe.
Yeah, yeah. It's racist against dead people.
You know, it's some I've never done, but I think it would
Kill
be
someone?
a horrible. No, I've done that. That radiator girl's dead. And
R.I.P. Radiator Girl.
Radiator girl.
That was her AOL screen name. Radiator Girl.
Still to this day, Radiator Girl 7. And you're like, why do you call yourself that?
That was
When I
3
a
years
kid.
after she died. Wait, what?
Who was I talking to? I watched a documentary on those extreme haunted houses.
Oh yeah, compared to the regular haunted houses.
No, for real. You never heard of these?
The moderate haunted houses.
No, for real.
It's like a spicy, like,
Dude,
like
this-
it's too hot. It's like mild haunted house. Extreme. These haunted houses are filled with ghost
There's
peppers.
so many werewolves. No, dude, they actually take you and they drown you and stuff and
Oh, so these are like interactive haunted houses.
these
Yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
interactive and they
Not like
there's
ghost haunted houses.
there was
It's
one
like
with no-
paranormal shit.
It's like 8 hours. There's no safe word.
Yeah.
You can't stop them, so they're just like they're drowning you and like locking you in a cage and putting shit in your mouth, like making you eat the throw up and stuff.
That's just a normal time going to your house.
Hey, yo, come on over, man.
That's how it burned down last time.
Yeah, oh, it's getting out of hand, dude. We're burning 4 guys. We set the couch on fire. Got nuts.
That's crazy. Do they like they do this with their fingers and stick it in your mouth
You know what they do is they chain you up and they open
for
your-
like 30 years, right? And all your sisters and brothers are there, and they don't feed you.
You know, and then you get in chain porn.
Yeah, yeah. And then like someone escapes, and the police show up, and they're like, "That was the extreme haunted house
That's crazy. Dude. That was 27 years
of my life. God, that was extreme."
I'm malnourished. I want to go back in. How much was that? You know what you cost to get in that haunted house?
$800.
No, it's 3 cans of dog food. You have to bring dog food down.
Really?
And they donate it to like a
pooch.
place. They donate it to like the Greyhound Center or whatever. It's like a center just for greyhounds, I guess.
The Greyhounds, yeah, because those dogs get abused.
Yeah, because you know
They're good racers.
good racers, man. So
Racing pooches. Yeah, you think? I think people need conflict and pain in life.
yeah, that's what people say. In the middle of it, they're like, literally, I'm done. I quit, and they won't let them quit.
Oh
But
shit!
it's terrifying because they're just like, I'm done. I'm really done. I'm done. Like, no, you're not. You're not fucking done. They put them back underwater, put their head, like, torture them. But then afterwards, like, yeah, that was amazing. I want to do it myself now. I want to be in the house. I want to help, like, with this thing.
Oh fuck!
And you're like,
do you think
what?
somebody died during this? Like had a heart attack?
Someone-
You probably have to
someone
fill out a thing.
He had to fill out a waiver, but someone did have a heart attack. And
Oh, shit.
One person they like lost mentally, blacked out. Like they on the
Oh,
on the
fuck.
documentary. The
How
dude,
would you feel as a performer if somebody dies?
the dude who runs it is all about the footage. There's all YouTube videos of it, so he
Yeah.
has a camera in your face all goddamn time. So he doesn't care. He's like, "Oh, good, he passed out. You see that? That was nuts. That was okay. Good. When he comes back to you, like, "Would you know who you are? You're still in hell."
That's sort of like a porn thing, like
Dude,
a
it's-
before and after kind of thing.
Crazy, man. It's nuts, and I would regret that. I've never gone to haunted houses. So. And the one haunted house I did, I regretted. So I'm not.
Did you?
I fucking regretted the shit out of that haunted
My mom
house.
doesn't like haunted houses because she's like, "How do you know they're not going to actually kidnap you?" And I'm like, "Because that's never happened in the history of haunted houses. You fucking."
We got like 600 people who are going to walk through this house tonight, but we're going
I'm
to
gonna
kidnap
kidnap one.
Just one. I'm going to pull into
No
this-
one's going to even know.
pull behind a wall and just.
Did they actually kidnap that person? No, that can't be real. I'm actually being kidnapped right now.
Oh, it's a
Nah,
plant. That's a plant.
That's so silly. That's so funny.
They're
Oh,
in
that's
on
my
it.
daughter.
I know I came there with her, but she's in on it.
She's in okay, guys. Let me have my girlfriend back.
All right, I'll press here at the end. All right, she's dead. She's radiated, girl.
Well, I guess that was a scary time.
Who would kidnap you?
Oh, look at that. Her corpse is hanging at the end of it.
Like all the other workers wouldn't be like, "Hey, Ben kidnapped someone. We gotta stop him."
We got to kidnap one. There's always one.
One a night at Canada Lake Park. We're gonna get you. It's spooky. It's spooky.
That would
world.
be a real haunted house. That would be actual scared. If
Yeah.
like, let's say you knew that they're like they might take someone.
There's one real chainsaw.
Yeah. they're like, "Ah,
Ah, they got the real
should we
one.
help them or is it a show?
I don't know, man. It's one a night, so if it's him, we're good.
That's the guy. See you later, Jim. Well, you ever see that video of that comedian dying on stage? Like actually dying?
No.
Like he was like he had a heart attack or something happened while he was performing. So like he was like, ugh, and then he like passed out. And like the audience thought he was doing a joke because he was sort of a weird comic.
Oh man.
So they thought he was just doing a bit, and he was like, he was killing. They were laughing so hard as he like fell back against like the wall and to the ground, and they're laughing so much. And then like people came out to check on him, and they kept laughing because they thought it was all a big joke.
Oh my god.
And they're like, yeah, he's actually dead. And they laughed at a man dying. So
I'm sure they regret doing that.
well, he died doing what he loved, dying,
Dying.
killing on stage.
He did. So good for him. He was never gonna make it anyways.
Well, he made it on Live Leak. All right.
Are you finishing up?
Well, yeah. What are you gonna say?
Well, I said they showed that video of like a huge fight on stage. These two black guys.
Was this recent?
Yeah, I think it was like World Star.
Comedy?
It was comedy. Some guy said something, another guy, and the guy came up on stage. They were like having a fist fight. So, be careful. Don't do comedy in front of black people.
All right. On that note,
I don't know what to tell you. They'll fight you.
Regret the podcast is brought to you by equal rights.
Yeah.
The NCAP.
If you try to not be racist, you're probably racist.
Try to not be racist. You're probably good point. So that's what we said earlier. So
Yeah. So I'm
we're in the
probably
clear.
So I'm probably pretty not racist.
Do you have 7 band T-shirts or more? You always wear a band
kidding
T-shirt.
me? Oh, I have like 30 to 40.
Damn.
I have a lot. Oh yeah, I have like 6 corn ones alone.
Damn.
I shouldn't be proud of that, but I am.
I remember when I was younger, I tried to buy a Korn album, Follow the Leader, right? Is that the name of it?
It's a good one.
And my parents were like, music is supposed to make you happy. These like all these song names are like not good.
Yeah. Freak on a Leash.
Freak on a Leash. Yeah.
Got the Life. That's a rough one. these names aren't that bad.
Freak on a Leash was the one they pointed out.
Freak on a Leash. This is crazy.
Oh my god! So I ended up getting an Offspring album, but the album was like, the Offspring album with like the tentacle and it's like ripping kids apart and shit.
I don't know that
It's
one.
like a scary looking one, but they're like, this one's okay, pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah, because they
I'll
go,
let this pass.
That's every fucking song from Offspring.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to plug anything? This is going to come out in February, maybe March even.
No, I don't want to plug anything at all. Just
You can find them online at Big Fat Tyler.
what's this thing? What's this thing called?
It's called Regret the Podcast.
You guys should check out Regret the Podcast. I was on it
Yep.
today.
I'm going to try to edit everything out. I think there was 2 funny moments in the whole thing.
There was not a lot, so yeah.
It was pretty funny when we were doing that. You were into you going to recap what's happening. When we were saying that, like, if you were having sex and it caught on fire and like all the things you would need to do to get off.
Are we gonna fuck? All right, let's go. Let the wolves loose. Let's do it.
That might be the only thing I leave in. But anyhow,
That's fine.
that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Matt Miller Real, on Facebook at Matt Miller Real, on Instagram at Matt Miller Real, on YouTube 7the777. And thanks for listening.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome.
Sitting in my room with me.
No problem.
The chair's covered in cum. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Regret the podcast.